Hey, RKCSP7 and anyone else that subscribed to my channel, I want to give a big thank you for thumbing up my videos and for watching my stuff. I wanted to honour RKCSP7's request to explain and show how to get reggae backing pattern out of the Trio Plus. I've got a Trio Plus by my feet down here. I've put some pretty cool buttons on there just because it's easier to push these buttons with bare feet or with your socks on. I found that to get a reggae chuck, the best thing settings that you can have on the Trio Plus that work for me at least is the alt rock setting. I want to explain my setup first actually. I've isolated my setup from my main setup, which is whoa. Man. So I wanted to explain how I got the Trio set up here because I haven't used it in some time. I've got an effects loop here, and it's going over to my my main pedal board, which you've probably seen in my videos, and that is just giving me a little bit of reverb. I'm not going for an amp or anything. I'm just using the sound directly from the Trio, so the sound might not be the same as you might hear in my Just Jamming videos, but it's good enough for this explanation. So if we go to my Trio, you can see that I have the alt rock setting. You might not be able to see that from this angle, but I promise you that I have. And I haven't chosen the style. The alt time button is not set. This can trip you up if you're trying to get a reggae chuck in. Is the fact that if it's green, it usually gives you some kind of faster backing track, which might not be what you want. If it's flashing red, I've just discovered today that you actually get some really good results if you put in a reggae chuck. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. The alt rock setting. Now, I want to explain first the chuck. The thing with the chuck in reggae is it occurs on the offbeat. Here's my baby coming in the door right now. Yes, Charlene, I'm doing something now. So the thing about reggae is that that the guitar is an offbeat chuck, so it happens, between the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and so on. I give you a demonstration. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on the offbeat. Now the thing is, the Trio Plus, I think it expects you to play. On the first beat, so it can figure out what rhythm you're playing and pick up what chord you're playing. So with the Trio, you pretty much want to play in a solid chord, but what I found is that you can actually play in a note. So if we take our reggae chuck and we combine that by playing the root note of the chord we're playing. So I'm playing here a D minor. It's a D minor bar chord shape, and then an A minor bar chord shape. So you need to be familiar with these bar chord shapes to play this. So the chuck and the note. So we play the root note as the 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. If we do that, then we can effectively train the Trio to give us a decent backing track. Now I've got another technique. I'll give you a demonstration of that now. If I arm the Trio, and I'm going to immediately loop start, so I can play my reggae chuck on top of the whatever backing track it gives me, and hope that it's actually going to be a reggae-like backing track. I found that the slower that you play, the kind of better reggae kind of groove you get. So if I could demonstrate this with the trio now, I've got it armed, and I'm just chiming. I've got it armed, and I will play my reggae chuck, and then I will roll the looper and loop off of the chuck on that too. Here we go. Charlene, I can't have you leaning against my leg. I need to press the button down here. So that's one way of training the trio to give you a good enough backing track. I thought that was pretty cool. If you do the same thing, if I show you that if you press the Alt time button, so it's red but not green, this will give you kind of like a shuffle like backing track that I found, which is very, very good for reggae. If I do the same progression. In some of my Just Jamming videos, I use another technique to train the trio, which is like this. Where I play like a dead kind of a dead chord. So I'm holding a minor chord here, but I'm deadening the strings, and I'm doing that in between. And that's quite useful because obviously I'm playing the root note there. That trains the trio, and everything's fine. If I'd show you how that works. It was a bit odd, but it demonstrates the point. You could play around with the settings to try and get something else, like for instance hip hop. I got some good results with the same technique. If I go on the trio. Yeah, that's pretty much how I use the trio to get a reggae backing track.